What's your name?
My name's Onyong Yubu.
Onyong Yubu. I've got you at Parliament. What do you do here?
I'm at Parliament like a protocol officer.
To the layman, what do you mean protocol officer?
A protocol officer, being a protocol officer involves a lot of things.
Okay.
You learn how to serve you actually don't learn, you serve the diplomats, you handle the travel in and out of the delegation. Not only that, you handle the events of Parliament, like the budget day. You usher in visitors who are coming to enter the plenary. A lot of things get involved in.
That's so interesting. How old are you?
I'm 26 years old.
26 years old. How did you get here?
You see, getting here is all about God. And people always say that to get there you need a godfather. But even if you have a godfather and you don't have God, there's no way you can get here. Because there's no one who is above God. So it is God that brings you to the right people that can bring you to such a place.
Looking at your height, your age, you said you're 26 years old, protocol officer. Somebody might ask, doesn't that guy get challenges here? Challenge because of his height. Did you go to school?
Yes, I went to school. I actually graduated from Uganda Christian University. I did Bachelor's of Mass Communication. Yes. You talked about challenges. I see growing tall like it's a disease. Because the fact that short people, it's hard for them to fall because they've been near the ground surface. I feel it's much better for me. And not only that, me being short or looking old does not mean I can't achieve. As long as I have God. My name alone, Yubu, is a blessing. You know Bible. You know how Yubu was blessed? That's what gives me the courage. And two, I have managed to succeed in an environment like this because one, I respect myself. I value myself. I do things that bring people to me, not something that will take me to people. The way you impress, like first impression matters a lot to people. When you respect them, they respect what you speak to others and the kind of surroundings you have. You ask me about how I get here. You see, I always tell the fellow youth that for you always need to check the kind of friends you have around you because the friends we have right now are the connections that our children will have. You get? So maybe I've managed to get here because I made the right friends. I'd always sat down and asked myself that in case of an emergency, who is there for me? And I've checked around my childhood friend. I saw none. That's why I had to look around for the best intellectual people that can guide me to the right path. That's how I managed to be here, and I'm surviving because of the nature I've treated myself. I just learned that if I'm to take advantage of myself, then people will really take advantage of me. So that's why you see when I'm moving, everyone wants to talk to me, everyone likes me, because I be honest, I am humble to myself, I am humble to everyone, and I respect, I'm ready, I work with anyone. I do things no matter whether poor or rich, because I have a belief that no matter how tall you are, or no matter how short you are, no matter how rich or poor you are, if you do not have the level of integrity or respect, then you have danger to the society. So it's better to be that kind of a person that is valued in an environment.
So you say you chose the right friends. Who are these friends?
I chose the right friends. I have very many friends. You need to be particular which ones, because I'm sure you know some of the friends I have.
Okay.
Yes.
I know you're a very great comrade to the late former Speaker of Parliament, Jacob Olanya. Is he one of the reasons why you're here?
Yeah, he's one of the reasons, though he's second after God. Yeah. Meeting him has been something so nice, and his death has costed me a lot. It has really costed me a lot because he's one of those people that I was looking up to. I would really thought that with time, in the next few times, I would want to be the speaker in this August House. I'd also want to be exactly like him.
Kindly repeat that statement. You would want to?
I would want to be the speaker in this house with time. Yes, because the kind of a person he had always been to me, I've never met him.
How did you meet the former Speaker, Jacob Olanya?
I met him in Gulu. Me in northern Uganda, I'm a gospel singer, well known. I grew up in church. So where I met him, he was invited. He was the guest of honor. They were choosing the Miss Tourism Northern Uganda. That was 9 years ago. So after my performance, I came. He sent his bodyguard. I think I remember his bodyguard is called Felix Odobo. The boy sent. He sent the gentleman to me. So the gentleman told me, "Young man, how are you?" I said, "I'm fine." Of course, I was not feeling bad about him calling me young man. Yes, I'm young. So he told me, my boss, I told him, you know what, I'm not ready to meet anyone right now. It's late. I have to go and rest. He told me, no, he's a big person. And the fact that I'm someone who is not moved by maybe someone's money or what, I value myself a lot. As I told you, I do something that pulls people to me. Maybe my performance or my speech pulled the right honorable to me. You get? Pulled the right honorable to me. I told him, you know what, if there's any other person who wants to meet me, it is very okay with me to meet them, but in the morning. Right now, I need to go and rest. I've traveled from Lira. I'm tired from here. I just went on stage to perform. Now I feel you guys.
Which function was that?
They were choosing Miss Tourism, Northern Uganda. It was a run, yes. They were choosing Miss Tourism, Northern Uganda, and by then I was invited as the chief performer. Yes. Okay. So when he insisted, when I told the man I'm not going to meet him, I saw a gentleman walk to me. I didn't know he was the one. He came, he greeted me. He was like, "How are you, young boy?" I said, "I'm fine." He told me, "But you're young. What are you doing here? You're supposed to be sleeping." I told him, I told him funny that, you know what, you can't call somebody's husband a child. You need to correct, you know when you're a musician, you need to say something that keeps the fun.
Was it a reality or it was fun?
No, it was a reality, of course. It was fun. I just needed him to laugh so that he can walk away and I go and sleep. Okay. I wanted to do something that would keep him busy laughing. Okay. So when I told him that, he got so excited. I didn't tell him my age. I was forgetting. I didn't tell him my age. I just told him I need to go and rest because I have to wake up to look for money to go back to school. Because he had asked me, "You're supposed to be preparing to go to school." I told him I need to go. So when
Which level were you by then?
No, by then I was still in high school.
Which school was that?
I was in a school called Skyland.
Skyland in Lira?
Yeah, in Lira.
Okay.
Skyland is in Lira. So when I told him about fees, I think he told me, "You know what? Since you're going to look for fees to go to school, I can see the struggle you're in. I'm interested in you. Now what you're going to do, I'm going to get you a hotel. We are going to stay here for more 1 week." He was with Minister Chiwanda and a gentleman called John from the tourism department section, yeah. So from there, he paid me a hotel, Boma Hotel.
In Gulu?
In Gulu. So actually when we walk in, I saw a convoy. I was like, "Who is this for?" Because they were minister.
So you hadn't known who you were trying to engage with?
I didn't know anyone. Had not known anyone I had not known him. I was actually not even into politics. You know, with music, you always in studios. I was not in politics, so I had not known. So when I saw a convoy, I asked, "But who are you?" He told me, "Don't worry. What matters is how I'm going to work with you to make you be someone that is going to to show love. Okay, like someone who's going to inspire the youth. I want the youth, everyone to be like you, because the way I'm seeing you, you're someone you're a person of benefit to the youth." So when he told me, I did not deny. So because, by then I also didn't have enough money. I was also hustling to go and pay the hotel I was sleeping in. I said, "It's okay." So he just got me a room opposite his room. And my role there, I didn't know what I was going to do. The only task he had given me, before we set off, he was a very prayerful man. Before we set off, my work was to pray. When we reached, I remember the first venue we left Boma Hotel. We went to a historical place called Wipolo in Aru. When we reached there, he told me, "You know what, your role here is to pray for us." So he had not yet told me about politics or what, because I thought he was maybe someone in the force because he had the convoy. So from there, the following day, I told him, "You know what, when I was supposed to leave, I told him I have to really go." So when I left, he had taken my number after a period of 1 month.
You had a phone?
Yes, I had a phone. Because with music, you can't survive without phone.
I know.
Yes, I had a phone. So there's one thing he told me that I can never forget. That's why I have a cheap phone up to now, a smartphone. And he asked me, "Do you have money?" I told him no. He told me, are you from a rich family?